back again with another live stream. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out a certain schedule to do, but right now I am walking in this very nice, chilly environment. This is one of the few times that Georgia gets slightly chilly, slightly wintry, and kind of like it snow. But I don't know if I'm gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna be there for that kind of person. But doing my live streams as promised because I just need to make sure to put in those reps, whether it be every day or every week. I put in my consistency because consistency does help eventually. And since the last time I got some interesting looks here and there, I think this time I'm gonna continue on with that habit, whether it's a low or whether it's a super high. But I hope everyone who watches this is doing awesome, because you are awesome. You're doing the best you can. Hope you're also getting your steps in. Sorry, I got my mustache. It's like my mustache. It's like a mixture between it wants to be a mustache and has one part of it going this way. So it's like I almost have to fix it. It's like my hair, except I don't have to do this all the time. On this awesome walk and talk, I'm curious as what are your goals for 2026? Because like I stated before on the last live stream that y'all might have saw, that one was kind of particular on, go ahead and start setting your new habits, your new focuses now instead of, waiting for New Year's. Because yes, that time gives you so much energy, to do all those things, but you could also do that now. I mean, you can almost do that every day when you think about it, but that's for my people who don't want it to be too deep. But what is one of your goals for 2026? And another thing that kind of hit is along that, what kind of person do you want to become in 2026? And that can entail a lot of things. Like if you want to become, someone who's maybe more accountable, then maybe you got to take up some techniques, some skills, a mindset that helps you be a lot more accountable during that time. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Let's see. How about, I'm just doing the usual classic walk and talk. Got some time? I mean, I am speaking English. Are you speaking English? I'm cool with that, I guess. Let's see. Curious as hi, how's it going? How's it going? As I'm doing this walk and talk, I'm curious as what are your goals for next year? Hey, how's it going? What are your goals? Anybody, everybody, what are your goals for the year 2026? Because if y'all remember from the last time I did a stream, asking these questions. Right now I'm walking in the park, to be honest. I'm walking in this park not too far from another park that is in Oconee, but I'm only staying in it for a little bit too long to go to karate. Not yet though. Oh wait, that's one of your goals. Yeah. Sorry, my mind just blipped. I had like a 5-second brain fart. I was like, what? I'm like, okay, good. But yes, I'm big on martial arts. I almost want, to have hope one day that everybody takes up martial arts, because there's so much to learn from it. It's very a fun thing to do, and it gives you, builds up confidence. That's actually one of the first things that helped build confidence in me, to be honest, was me taking up martial arts. And I took the rough way, I took the rough way of I wouldn't say back alley street fights, if you will, but I didn't really officially sign up to a dojo until I was in my early 20s, but it was still the best decision I made. And then even before then, I did some MMA sparring. But long story short, as you know, I'm a big advocate in taking up martial arts. So please, by all means, sign up for martial arts. That's a good goal for, 2026. I was actually almost thinking another thing to apply for this year is who do you want to become in the year of 2026? And I ask that because if you're asking to become somebody or become something, then that might entail a whole bunch of other sort of goals that can help you on your way. Like if you want to become, an awesome martial artist, for example, then that means you gotta get in the habit of doing martial arts. You gotta get in the habit of knowing and studying your techniques. You gotta get in the habit of being comfortable with sparring or rolling or throwing or whatever art you go for, you know? And I kind of like that idea because that kind of encompasses, that kind of rolls in a lot of extra other goals that you may not know to become that person, that kind of person. But yeah, just doing the usual walk and talk. I'm glad for some of the interactions that I've been getting. Sorry, going in from here to there. I'm not saying the cold's gonna get me, but it is quite nippy. It is quite nice. Might even do some movements. Yeah, I could do movements. I don't know if you'll see me. Let's see. I think this tree might do it. How's it going? How's it going? I see you. I'm gonna start doing some martial arts stuff since someone said they want to do it. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Yep. Love y'all. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh. Look at that. Oh. No one saw that. No one saw that at all. Well, y'all probably did, but that's between me and y'all. That's between me and y'all. Let's see. Stay. 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 You keep able to go work too. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hopefully y'all are a little bit more clothed than I am, because as you can see, I got a very nice warm jacket. I got some nice pants I can possibly kick in, but just my hands are very very chilly around this time. It's need to remember to bring in some gloves. But I was curious about what are some of your goals for the year 2026? Do you want to do some martial arts? Do you want to focus on some dancing? Just going in. I can't really focus on my steps right here, but it's just there. Do you want to achieve like some kind of financial or spiritual goal? Like what props to you? Hey, that's a good goal. That's a good goal. So if that is the case, then what does that all encompass? I mean, it's always good to look that up. It's good to research, which if you're passionate about it, you'll need me to tell you to do your research. You're probably like 5 steps ahead of me. I'm just kind of stating the obvious, because sometimes having someone to state the obvious does help. But what does it take to become that thing? And don't just try to set like a low level of like, I want to become this thing, the entry. Think about what does it take to become a high level of that. Because when I was doing instructing, I always wanted to, which I still do instructing. I just, don't do it as often or in as a big class. Classes or one-on-one time. But doing instruction in the big class, I was all trying to make the goal of like, okay, how can I communicate this better? How can I be more expressive? How can I be more nice? I'm pretty much like, how can I be more expressive? How can I be more comedic, but also get my point across when I'm trying to teach people, some of the martial arts, some of the things that you might need to know, And I kind of did a lot of study in that, along with, reading up some stuff and practicing some stuff. So I do believe that is pretty much a good thing to do right there. With that being said, I see that the last person that I might have seen. Oh yeah. I might cap it in about pretty soon. We'll say like I'd cap it at the 11 minutes mark. So you got like until the moment. But you know, if you have any questions, one of the things I also want to broadcast in a way is that I'm trying to focus more on private martial arts training. Like if you want any assistance with like some martial arts training, whether it be assisting with some punching, some boxing, maybe some kicking, you know, maybe assist with some grappling, focus on some takedowns, maybe even some stick work, because y'all seen me do some stick work. I'm pretty much trying to increase those numbers so that I can take in more private clients and do like be your private martial arts instructor, because who knows, maybe you're going to be that one person who might need someone who can like teach them proper self-defense, because I'm also big on self-defense. Maybe I need someone who needs some punching conditioning, and it may be a little bit of, I guess, a time constraint when you're trying to learn in class, but you might need someone who knows a little bit of that experience that can help you improve and up your numbers, because reconnecting. Okay, good. I think I lost somebody, or I think I lost me. It said I was reconnecting, but even like for sparring, if you want to be a better sparer or a better grappler, whether it be through stand-up game or grappling game, I'm pretty versed in that as well. So if you need some of that, please hit me up. Hit up my site. Should be Fitness Methods by Quan. You should look that up. It'll be up there. I'm pretty much up there, like in, I guess, the Athens stratosphere. But yeah, this is your boy Quan. Hope you stay awesome, stay great, keep up the good work. Deuces. Boom.